Okay, so here it is. The little Briggs that couldn't. We're winning. Let me step you through what we've done. So, from the start, down in here, ripped out the old magneto. There was no points, there was no condenser. Put in electronic ignition. So that's set up. We had an issue with it spun the key, so we got a new flywheel key in there today. What else we got going on here? This is just a secondary kill switch. This kill switch is hooked up also, on off. This would be like if you had go-kart or a mini bike, you got a panic switch. So always good. That's what that is. We got a new head gasket. Keep you in the movie. New intake valve spring. We lapped the intake valves, got that all squared away. This is just holding the exhaust off of the, you can see down here, off the fuel tank. So we don't want vibration. That is not a permanent solution. That is just temporary. What else did we do? Rebuilt the carburetor completely. Got a new diaphragm kit in there. Underneath here, this, you can see that spring. This is a breather tube that hooks up to the crankcase, and I've got a fabricable something to go between there. This spring is our throttle return, and I just adjusted that because what was happening is that the spring was coming all the way down and there was still a little bit of travel on the throttle, and this butterfly is all bodged up, but we couldn't find a new carb for it, so there's some play in it. So I made that return spring stronger, so that our throttle here is pretty stiff. Okay. The air cleaner, this was the one that came with the motor. It's not the right one for the motor. You can see somebody had it up against the old exhaust and it's all burned. And I've got just a spring spacer in there right now holding it on there. It's got some fuel in it, but all of this was all cleaned out. That was all done in the hydrosonic cleaner. Around this side, didn't really do anything on the side of the motor. That's your output shaft. So centrifugal clutch. Originally this would have had some sort of a pulley on it for a tiller. You know, it's got a keyway and it's threaded, so you can put about whatever on there. Coming around the front, not a whole lot else going on. It's been sitting for a little while. No leaks. That's good. It does have fresh oil in it. But here's the development as today. Let me get you in the stand. Hold on. Okay, so on, that's our choke. Come on. Hey boy howdy, she goes. Sorry about that, the vibration off of it shook the mount right down to the floor. But in any case, it's running. And it's actually running well. You hear a couple hiccups here and there. I think we're starting to get low on fuel. I didn't have a lot of gas in there. But I'm real pleased it's returning to idle. The choke is all the way open. And it's idling. So that's your main jet screw there. That's the one where your baseline setting for that, if you remember when we monkeyed with that Rochester, same thing. Go all the way in, turn it out a turn and a half. And this one is, you know, if a turn and a half on this one would have been at noon, I ended up backing it out to somewhere between 10 and 11 just because it was leaning out when you revved it. Now remember, this motor was never meant to do that. This motor was meant to get run at a constant speed. So you got to monkey with them a little bit to get them to rev. And then this is your idle adjustment here. And I like when they're down there just kind of loping along. But yeah, when you give it the bean, she wraps up pretty quick. So yeah, now we got to find something to bolt this into. Got old little mini bike down at Mom and Dad's that's got a pretty sick little 2-horse in it right now, and this might be just the ticket to make that thing really scoot. Yeah, so we'll have to do something to make this not flop around. You can see these are these cheap mufflers, and after just a little bit of running, whatever that plating is, and I'll tell you, it smells kind of weird. It just flakes off, and it is hot. So yeah, for now we got our stainless wire holding up the muffler so it doesn't bang into the gas tank. Well, that's a success. It's taken a while, and just kind of chipping away at it. I think all told I'm into this less than $30. So, you know, for that amount of money to have a nice strong running 5-horse Briggs, I think it's worth all of that. So yeah, maybe next time we see this one, it'll be bolted onto something and we'll do something foolish with it. So all right, everybody, be safe out there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff below. Peace.